In our headlines this morning, Polyfoam reaffirms commitment to quality customer satisfaction. Christians urged to look up to God in times of trouble. Made in Nigeria project coordinator denies running fake federal agency. Canada announces retaliatory tariffs as trade disputes with U.S. escalates. Good morning. Welcome to our breakfast news this morning. My name is Ijoma Uche. The environment belongs to all of us. Let us protect it and keep it clean. A healthy environment promotes a healthy life. Take care of the environment, and it will take care of you. Group Enterprises Nigeria Limited, manufacturers of polyfoam products, has held its 2026 Customers Forum in Astoria, Vegas, GRA, Onitsha, bringing together customers and the company's management team to review market developments, address challenges, and strengthen business relationships. Amara Okoye was there for the ABS and Now reports.
In his welcome address, the chairman of Group Enterprises Nigeria Limited, Chief Evarist Oba, said the forum was organized to enable the company to meet with its customers, communicate its policies, analyze the prevailing market situation, and receive feedback from them, adding that the engagement will help improve the business relationship between the company and its customers, while creating an avenue to identify areas that require improvement.
We mix with our customers and tell them the policy of the company, analyze the market situation, and get their feedback to improve our business relationship, both for our own benefit and that of the customers.
Also speaking, the managing director of the company, Mr. Digo Oba, explained that the forum is held annually to enable the company to rub minds with its customers and understand the challenges they face in the market, maintaining that the company will continue to support its customers while ensuring that they receive outstanding and high-quality products that will provide value for their money.
The company has been in existence for the past 35 years, and I believe with the way things is going, that we're going to still last as long as 100 years by God's grace. So we want to give our customers an outstanding quality product.
A customer from Nasarawa, Michael Adepoju, described Polyfoam as one of the best foam products in Nigeria, citing its quality and durability.
Polyfoam has been, I would say, one of the best foam production company in Nigeria.
The forum featured an interactive session between the customers and the management team, during which participants discussed the successes and challenges of the business, as well as ways of improving the company's relationship with its customers. The event also featured the presentation of awards and gifts to customers from different parts of the country in recognition of their loyalty and continued patronage of the company. From Onitsha, Amara Okoye, ABS News.
As Christians gathered yesterday in their different denominational churches to worship God and keep his day holy, the chaplain of Chapel of Divine Healing Cross, Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakoka, Reverend Canon Chidozie Nwakire, urged faithful to always look up to God to help, especially in times of difficulties and overwhelming situations, saying when human efforts fail, God remains ultimate source of help. Emmanuel Chibata texted from here.
Reverend Canon Wakire, speaking on the help of God, quoted Psalm 121 from verse 1 to 2, saying that God's help is continuous and inexhaustible, and explained that while human beings have limitations, God never runs out of the resources to help his children and remains a very present help in times of trouble.
When you see trouble, when you see challenging situations, when you see problems in your family, your marriage, your workplace, your career, difficulties that you can't figure out what to do anymore, God says, look up to me.
On his part, Reverend Father Peter Sixtus Agniam a visiting priest at Divine Healing Cross Chaplaincy Amako Oka, urged Christians to live according to what they profess with their mouth, stressing that an encounter with God determines one's experience of Him, while one's experience determines one's knowledge and revelation of God, while encouraging Christians to examine their lives and ensure that their character and actions reflect the faith they possess.
An unexamined life is not worth living. Already, ihe ọzọ akụrụ aka ji wee na-akpaghachi anya ọzọ kachasị n'ozi ọma ka anyị jụọ onwe anyị ajụjụ dị mkpa. Kedu onye Chineke bụ? Kedu onye anyị bụ? First, kedu onye Chineke bụrụ anyị? Kedu onye anyị na-asị na Chukwu bụ? Nke ọzọ, kedu onye anyị bụ? Dịka dị.
Speaking on the topic, the same spirit, at Christland Family Church International Lifeway Chapel, Oka, the General Overseer Bishop Silva Ede urged Christians to embrace the Holy Spirit, stressing that the same Spirit that raised Jesus Christ from the dead is still powerful enough to quicken and strengthen mankind in times of trouble, urging believers not to lose hope, but turn to God and depend on the power of the Holy Spirit for help and deliverance. Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
The leadership of the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAO, ABS chapter, has pledged its commitment to work and partner with the management of the Anambra Broadcasting Service to improve workers' welfare. The chairman of RATAO ABS Oka chapter, Comrade Ubia Chulu Soke, who sought the partnership when he paid a courtesy visit to the managing director, Chief Executive Officer of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mr. Chris Molopu, alongside executive members of the union, congratulated Mr. Molopu on his reappointment as ABS Managing Director by Governor Chukwuma Soludo based on his exceptional performance in the last 16 months he piloted the affairs of the station. He further said the courtesy visit was very crucial to laying the groundwork for the realization of RATAO's agenda centered on improving the welfare of members and taking the ABS to greater heights. Responding, the ABS Managing Director, Mr. Chris Molopu, who commended the union for its renewed sense of purpose, charged RATAO executives in ABS to always engage ABS management in monthly meetings where they can discuss ways to address issues bordering on the welfare of their members and the progress of the station. The ABS boss noted that such meetings will strengthen strategic partnerships and revitalize the union's operations, pledging ABS full support for its activities. On her part, the chairperson of RATAO ABS Onitsha, Amara Ekemeze, also stressed the need for synergy between the union and ABS management, which would in turn improve workers' welfare. The National Coordinator and Executive Director of the National Brands Development and Made in Nigeria Special Project Office, Judge Mwabeze, has denied allegations by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission, ICPC, that he runs a fake federal agency. Mwabeze said the office is a project office under the supervision of the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and has existed for 16 years. He presented an appointment letter dated October 3rd, 2025, purportedly issued by the OSGF, approving his appointment as National Coordinator and Executive Director of the Made in Nigeria Project Office for a 5-year renewable tenure. The ICPC had alleged that Mwabeze was operating the outfit without presidential authorization and had the backing of some senior public servants in the OSGF. But Mwabeze insisted that the project office is legitimate, saying it had operated under the SGF's office since July 16, 2010. He also released a proposal seeking special project status for the initiative, which he said was established to promote Nigeria-made products, support local industries, and reduce dependence on imported goods. And from our foreign show too, Canada has announced retaliatory tariffs on the United States as a trade dispute between the two alongside Ali escalates. Prime Minister McCarthy said the new tariffs targeting U.S. steel and dairy products will take effect on September 8th. The move follows the back down of trade negotiations in Washington, with new 50% U.S. tariffs now affecting about $20 billion worth of Canadian goods. Kenny said Canada rejected new bans proposed by the United States, describing them as unfair and economically unacceptable. U.S. President Donald Trump has responded by accusing Canada of taking advantage of the United States and warned of further measures. The escalating dispute has heightened concerns over rising costs of businesses and customers in both countries, while further straining relations between the North American neighbors. And from our sports desk, Ghana and South Africa have discovered their opponents in the preliminary phase of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 playoff tournament. Ghana will face Ecuador, while South Africa will battle Uzbekistan in the three-match preliminary phase scheduled for November 24 to December 5, 2026. The top two teams will advance to the final phase of the intercontinental playoffs, where three teams will eventually secure places at the 2027 Women's World Cup in Brazil. Ghana is seeking a return to the World Cup for the first time since 2007, while South Africa is targeting a third consecutive appearance after featuring in the 2019 and 2023 editions. The 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup will be held in Brazil from June 24 to July 25. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website at www.absradiotv.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on ABS Radio Televisions. Follow us on our social media handles at ABS Radio Television on Facebook, ABS Radio TV on Instagram and X. Top stories once more. Polyfoam has reaffirmed commitment to quality customer satisfaction. Christians have been urged to look up to God in times of trouble. Made in Nigeria project coordinator has denied running fake federal agency. And finally from here, Canada has announced retaliatory tariffs as trade disputes with U.S. escalates. Remember that the environment belongs to all of us. Let us protect it and keep it clean. A healthy environment promotes a healthy life. Take care of the environment, and it will take care of you. That's our breakfast news this morning. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve Joma. Good morning.